Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about insulation resistance testing, and it's Amendment 2 version of insulation resistance testing today we're going to concentrate on. The main reason I'm doing this video is because I'm doing loads and loads of resets at the moment with people who are getting this wrong. So what I'm going to talk about now is initial verification testing, which means the first ever test a circuit has ever had, right? It's never ever been tested before. And what does guidance note 3 say about this, right? So 643.3 2.6.7 insulation resistance in guidance note 3, okay, which is this book here. Yeah, guidance note 3. You see it? It's blurred there, right? Now, let's read what it says, okay? Insulation resistance testing is a fundamental test for inspectors. Often, on larger construction sites, cables will be insulation resistance tested during various stages of installation to prove the integrity of installed cables. It is always preferred to retest cables and equipment for insulation resistance as part of initial verification, as well as during construction. Okay, so what that means in plain English is when you've done the first fix, you will do an insulation resistance test, right? One of the main problems with cables and cable pulling and cable installing is that after first fix, they become damaged when they're being pulled, whether it's a screw or nail through them or some kind of a manufacturer's issue with the cable, right? So what that's saying there, that part up until the word construction, is saying that after we first fixed it, we need to be carrying out an insulation resistance test of 500 volts DC, right? And then Amendment 2 then permits the test voltage to be applied to circuits following connection of equipment to be reduced to 250 volts, provided that cables were tested at 500 volts DC prior to connection. So what that means, again, in plain English, is we test the cables at 500 volts DC before anything's connected after the first fix. And then when we first fixed, we will then test at 250 volts DC, but we will check that the manufacturer's instructions of the equipment that we're testing allows that. And if they do, then that's what we will do, okay? You're all getting this wrong, like every single person. You've got to keep CPD up, guys, right? Continuous professional development. The issue we've got with the 18th edition at the moment is that we're on Amendment 4 coming up, right? So that's 4 amendments since the 18th come out. Well, you, maybe like me, did the 18th edition back when it first came out. So there's been 4 updates now, right? There's a 4th update about to come out. So I'm about to sit my 18th Amendment 4 when it comes out. But you've got to keep on top of this. Because the amount of resets we're doing is ridiculous. So there it is in black and white, and that's what I want to hear on assessments. Cables to be tested at 250 volts DC prior to connection and 500 volts prior to connection, 250 after connection, as long as manufacturer's instructions allow. And always remember, when we're testing insulation resistance, the CPC should be in the main earthing terminal, should be connected to the system, because we need to test all parallel paths to earth. Thank you very much indeed for your time.